Hey everyone, Ariel Adams here with aBlogtoWatch. We're here with Bovet in 2014 looking at some of their new watches, and they are beautiful. This is probably one of my favorites. It is in the Recital collection, and this would be, I guess for them, ultra thin. The movement is about 3.5 millimeters thick. The case is just over 7 millimeters thick, and this is the thinnest of the Recital watches they've had. And it's the Recital 12. The movement is stunningly beautiful. It's just gorgeous. You have an off-centered display for the time, a special seconds counter there, and it's a patented system that allows you to see the seconds from both sides, so that you can go all through the movement. It's not a tourbillon, but it is an interesting interpretation of how they do the seconds indication. On the back of the watch, you have more of the movement. It's very, very beautiful. And then you also have, I believe, a power reserve indicator, yes, right up here. This is a timepiece that is both classic, but of course emphasizes traditional watchmaking in a way that I find to be very, very satisfying. And it does have a power reserve of, it's either 5 or 7 days, but it's quite a long time. Just a very remarkable watch in terms of wearability, design, as well as practicality. So that's the Recital 12. Then we have two more Recital watches this year. We have this one, and this would be the Recital 15. Why the 15? Whatever happened to 13 and 14? Well, interesting note, they decided not to make a 13 or 14 because it's unlucky numbers somewhere in the world. So this one, as you can see, is a thicker case, but it's a more complicated watch. And what you have here is you have a tourbillon, actually a very interesting tourbillon. Oh no, not a tourbillon. You have the same type of seconds counter as you have on the Recital 12, but it's a little bit more deep because it is a thicker display. On the rear of the watch, you can actually see more depth in the movement, and you can see how that seconds display is actually on both sides of the movement, which is kind of cool. Here you have the power reserve indicator again, and on this model, the time is displayed in a slightly different way. Retrograde minutes as well as jumping hours. It's just so great to watch it adjust. That's amazing. I love this watch. This is just a really great interpretation. Just sort of builds on the Recital 12 and adds a little bit more with the Recital 15. Then we have the Recital 16, an even bigger watch. Here we do have a tourbillon. We have a 7-day power reserve, and we also have a triple time display. So this is a watch that shows the time in 3 time zones. There's a local time and 2 others, and you have here the reference city names of what those other ones are. And I just think it's so cool to have these 3 dials move in synchronization as you adjust the time. It's so elegant and nice. And this is very much a Recital. So the Recital 12 and 15 are kind of new concepts for the Recital collection, but this is something definitely new. And the movement is very unique. This is a new kind of movement back that I've never seen on a Bovet. And it's very attractive. You have a very dark finish to the movement. You can see right through, you can see the tourbillon, very elegantly displayed. Very interesting watch. Then in another collection, you have this. This is the Virtuoso 3. This is the most complicated timepiece movement that Bovet has created. And you have here the time. You have a perpetual calendar with a retrograde date, and you have a tourbillon. Also, you have another display on the back. So this is a reversible watch. So the case actually you can flip the straps around to wear this watch either way. You have a lot of hand engraving on the movement. It's also very deep movement. Just a very nice watch to look at. The perpetual calendar display, of course you can see the date there, but then you have here the day of the week, the month over here, and at the top you have a leap year indicator. It's a beautiful movement. Of course it's not something for everyone, but it's a very interesting piece and really showcases the type of work that Bovet is able to create. Last, we have a sporty watch. This is the newest version of the Pininfarina collection. As you can see, we're moving towards something modern and contemporary. And Bovet designs these in collaboration with Pininfarina, which is known for its automobiles. This one is the Sergio, and it's a split-second chronograph, and it's in honor of the Pininfarina Sergio car, which is going to be a limited edition supercar. And here we have the Pininfarina with a different dial. Of course, we have a split-second chronograph, which we can see operating here. So we'll start the chronograph up. Then you see that red hand there, which is a split, and then you push at the top, and then you can split the chronograph time. Power reserve there. These are actually interesting because it's actually built on what is essentially a base 7750. Of course, they do a lot to it and they add a lot of things, but it's interesting to see just sort of how far you can take a 7750. And this again also has that transforming case. What you do is you can open up the back here, take the strap off here as well, and you can have a little desk clock, or you can attach a chain to it to make it a pocket watch. So again, these are some of the highlight watches for 2014 for Bovet, and you can see more in aBlogtoWatch soon. Thanks.